My name is Reed Yobe. I would like to talk to people that are too generous. There is nothing wrong with being generous, but there is something wrong with being too generous. They give until they are left with nothing. And by that I mean they give until they have nothing even for themselves. But you see, they forget that they want to live as well. They forget that they have a life to live. Because there are certain things that you can't do without. Things that happen to be basic, like shelter, water, food, and electricity, just to mention about a few. And we may add gas in some other countries where, they use stuff like maybe gas stoves. And I may also use gas to refer to fuel if you've got a car that you drive to work, to and from work. And what happens with these people that happen to be too generous is that when they're left with nothing, then tomorrow you're supposed to go to work. You must go to work. You will need to go to work to drive to and from work. Hence, they end up borrowing money so that they can buy fuel. You want to cook so that you can eat, and there is no gas. So you borrow money so that you can buy gas. Or for those who buy prepaid electricity, they end up borrowing money so that they can buy electricity. Borrowing money so that they can pay rent. Borrowing money so that they can buy food and pay bills. Bills need to be paid every month. And they end up borrowing money. During the course of the month, they come across people that will be in trouble and in need of money. And they won't be having money. Some of these people, they ask people to borrow money and they promise to reinvest. So on and on it goes. But this is a problem. Number one, you must give what you have. Don't borrow money so that you can give, or don't ask people to borrow money so that you can, so that later on you can reinvest whatever money that they would have borrowed. And even as far as the money that you have is concerned, you must cover your own basics first. Look after yourself first. Make sure that you buy the things that you need yourself first. Make sure that you also take care of the things that are important, like saving. Saving is a need. You need to save money. And investing also, if you can, investing is a need. Because a time is coming in the future when you won't have the strength to work. You must have something. You must have a place to stay. If you're renting, you must remember that a time will come when you won't be earning money in the form of a salary that you can use to pay rent. So now is the time for you to build your own house. Now is the time for you to even buy property that you can later on, when you retire, make use of. Maybe if it's a building, people will be renting that building and paying rent. People will be renting that, will be staying in that building, or they'll be using it as offices, and they'll be paying rent to you, and you'll be earning some money. You must think about your own future, and you must prepare for it. That is basic. That is important. That is a need. You must think about all those things. If you're still young, you're not yet married, you must know that a time is coming when you need to get married. You must prepare for that. It's actually a need. I said it in one of some of my videos that you don't want a situation where you find yourself at a time when you're ready to get married, but you're not prepared to look after someone or after some individuals, because you may want to have children. There is nothing wrong with giving, but there is something wrong with over-giving. Excessive giving. It is not right. And I've also found out that people who happen to be too generous are also people pleasers in most cases. They don't want to disappoint anybody. They're like yes people. They will say yes to any request. I also said it in one of my videos that someone must have the guts to say no. If you can't, you must say no. It's not about pleasing people. It's not about how people feel. But it's about the truth. If you can't, you can't. You see, being too generous can lead to depression, because you make promises that you can't fulfill, and you end up putting yourself in a very difficult situation, all in the effort to please someone and fulfill the promise that you made. It's unhealthy. It's not good for your mental health. It can lead you into depression. And even premature death. You wanna live a healthy life, a peaceful life. If you wanna live a peaceful life, do only what you can. What you can't, you must tell people that I can't. It's better to disappoint people than to disappoint yourself. Not intentionally though, but if they are disappointed by facts, then let them be disappointed. So you must think about yourself. There is nothing wrong with being generous, but there is something wrong with being too generous. You see, if you listen to what I'm telling you and handle your finances properly, take care of yourself, you might end up, having a lot of money and running businesses and making profits, because you'll be responsible as far as your finances are concerned. Because being too generous is, in other words, irresponsible. And it has got a negative effect on your finances. But if you do what I'm telling you, avoid giving money unnecessarily before you take care of yourself, you can even do more of what you desire. Because if you invest and you start running businesses and you make profits, you end up having more money to give and to help those who are in need. So help yourself first. Improve your own financial position first, and then you can be able to take care of others. This is what I just thought of sharing with you. My name is Reed Yobe. Thank you.